The Carolina Panthers look like the worst franchise in the entire NFL. But today, that changes. Because every season, I will be adding an NFL superstar from a random NFL team to join the Carolina Panthers until they eventually win the Super Bowl. And here is the starting offense for the Panthers team to start. And here is their starting defense. And in this universe, we are still rolling with Bryce Young because I don't completely think he's done in Carolina. And I do want to give a shout out to Up and Adam Madden, who did this video a couple years ago, but the Panthers are so bad, they still need to be saved. But now it's time for the most fun part of this first year of the simulation. We get to add an NFL superstar. The best player from one team is coming to the Panthers, and we just landed on the Buffalo Bills. And forget what I said about Bryce Young because we're obviously taking Josh Allen and bringing him over to Carolina. Now, before we get into year one, there is going to be a way for the Panthers to add an additional player every season going forward if they accomplish a team goal. But we'll talk more about that at the end of year one. We are going to see if Josh Allen can save this offense right away because we saw what happened to the Panthers in real life in week one against this Saints team where they lost 47-10. So can Josh Allen gonna use his legs already? Josh Allen, that might be the... Oh, he fumbled. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me Josh Allen already has the Panthers curse. That was crazy. He made the best play they probably had the entire first half in the real game where he just used his legs, but then unfortunately fumbled. That's going to be the rookie Xavier Legette, who he changed his number to 1. That way Josh Allen could wear 17. But there you go. There's a nice completion by their new quarterback. Xavier Legette was just happy to change his number for Josh Allen to come to this team. He just wanted some good quarterback play for his rookie year. And so far, 2 throws in, they're picking up positive yardage. We do have the fumble, but I don't know how much you could really blame that on the team. Josh Allen just having a fumble. That's a carry on the ground for Chuba Hubbard. And it's going to be a 3rd and long. Josh Allen picks up this 3rd and 12. That'll really show me something. And he's sacked from behind by Cameron Jordan. Maybe this is the same Panthers after all. Well, good news and bad news. The bad news is we still lost, but the good news is we only lost 33-10. And get a look at this. At the end of the season, the Panthers made the playoffs at 9-8. I cannot believe that. Josh Allen did not have a great season by any means, but definitely better than any Panthers quarterback recently. 3,780 yards through the air, 28 touchdowns, 11 picks. But Adam Thielen had himself a year picking up 1,200 of those Josh Allen yards and 11 touchdowns. I'm really in shock though. You take Josh Allen, put him on the Panthers, looks like they're going to make the playoffs. We are way ahead of schedule, but that leads me to that goal I was talking about earlier. Every season that the Carolina Panthers make the playoffs until they win the Super Bowl, they can add an additional player to their team for their playoff run, which means for their first playoff run, I am going back to the wheel of NFL teams. I can't believe how ahead of schedule we are. And we're going to add a player from the Panthers, which obviously is not going to work. So we are going to spin again since we are the Carolina Panthers. If I could have 2 Josh Allens on the team, though, I would take it. Instead, we are headed to the Denver Broncos to take a player. And the player I'm going for is a 98 overall cornerback, Patrick Surtain. So welcome Patrick Surtain to the Carolina Panthers. So here is our playoff offense. And here's a look at that Panthers defense with Patrick Surtain added. And in another surprise, the team we're taking on is a 12-5 Washington Commanders in the wild card. Panthers fans, can you believe you're getting a home playoff game in the first year of the simulation? I can't. I really didn't think we'd make the playoffs until like year 3. This roster I did not believe was good enough to make the playoffs in the first year or the second year with 2 great NFL players, with 2 NFL superstars. But Josh Allen put this team on his back. He didn't have an amazing season, like I said. We only did go 9-8, but that was good enough to win the NFC South, and our run game is not good at all. We're playing the Commanders, though, so this is an interesting matchup because you don't expect them to make the playoffs either this year. But Josh Allen is getting sacked. We have not seen much success from this offense when we've jumped in. So we might as well check out the defense a little bit against Jaden Daniels. This is the full Panthers defense with Patrick Surtain added. Jaden Daniels, though, on the ground. He is torching us first play from scrimmage. J.C. Horn with the tackle. I'm also not going to be jumping into week 1 every single season or the first playoff game every single season, but because this is the first year, I wanted to jump into week 1 and our first playoff game, especially at home. After this, I'll probably jump in for week 1 occasionally, depending on how many years we go, who we add to the team. And then if we go late into the playoffs, obviously the Super Bowl, we will be jumping into if we go there. Jaden Daniels on 3rd and 9. Our defense going to get a sack, going to make a stop. They're just going to let him run for the first. Maybe make him fumble, not this time. Commanders with Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson in the backfield. What an interesting play this is going to be. Fake to Eckler, play action. Daniels towards the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. What a catch by Jamison Crowder. It's 24-14 late in the 4th quarter, but we are 1st and goal from the 3. Josh Allen Read option taken down. I thought he had the end zone there. Nice tackle. So we're second and goal from the 5. We need a touchdown or a field goal, then get a stop, and then get the touchdown of the field goal. We need 10 points. We got to get a field goal once, touchdown once. You'd obviously like to get the touchdown right now. It's a touchdown for the rookie. Xavier Legette with the number 1. He scores. Josh Allen with a passing touchdown. You can give up like 1 first. Second down is beautiful, though. Get to the 3rd. It's 3rd and 1. We're going to jump in. Jaden Daniels is destroying us on the ground. But if we can get a stop, we can get the ball back and take the lead, win this game, or tie it at least. Gonna give it to Eckler. Eckler walks basically free for the first. Now we have to get a stop. It's 2nd and 9. Can we get them back to 3rd down? 3rd and 9. That allows us to save a timeout, which is huge. We haven't hit the 2-minute warning yet. And we have a chance to get this ball. But if Jaden Daniels picks up this first, this game's pretty much over. Daniels getting pressured, getting out of the pocket. He's going to run again. Somebody get this man. Make the tackle. 4th down. Will they go for the win? The Commanders will go for the win. I would do the same. 4th and inches to go to the next round for them and to send us out of here in year 1. Jaden Daniels all day to throw. Completes a pass to Crowder. He did go out of bounds, which is going to save us a timeout. So I'll skip through this quickly, but I do think we're going to lose. 3rd and inches, 4th and 1. Game is over. Yep, that's the game. It was one heck of a playoff matchup. Let's hope for better in year 2. But a great year 1. I can't be mad about that. So we're heading into year 2, which means we get to add another NFL player to the team. And this time we are going to take a player from the Seattle Seahawks. And I am thinking we need a run game. So give us Kenneth Walker, 92 overall. Welcome to Carolina. So here's what our year 2 offense is looking like with Josh Allen and Kenneth Walker. And here's what the year 2 defense looks like when returning Derrick Brown from injury. So it's really like we had 2 superstars, one on offense, one on defense, with Derrick Brown coming back. And if we made the playoffs last year, let's see what they do in year 2. But somehow this year we did worse, as we only went 8 and 9 and missed the playoffs. Josh Allen had a super efficient season, 3,812 yards, 37 touchdowns to 8 picks. Our Kenneth Walker edition was pretty good too, almost rushing for 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. And Derrick Brown returning added 10.5 sacks. So without us making the playoffs, we obviously are now headed to year 3. So we go back to the wheel. We didn't get to add an extra player for making the playoffs and getting that goal done, but we get to add a player from the New Orleans Saints next. And the player I am going to be taking from the New Orleans Saints is wide receiver Chris Olave. And with the addition of Chris Olave, our skill position players are looking pretty solid. And going into year 3, we're an 84 overall team. Well, we are back in the playoffs in year 3 as we win the NFC South at 11 and 6. Josh Allen passes for over 4,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, 13 picks. Kenneth Walker over 1,500 rushing yards and 23 touchdowns. Chris Olave, a little disappointing, did not get to 1,000 yards receiving. And since we made the playoffs once again, we get to add a player for this playoff run, and that player will come from the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a no-brainer to bring over Jesse Bates. And look at some of the overalls on offense. Kenneth Walker's up to a 99 overall with the +4 boost from playing well and the morale. And our defense is looking scary with the addition of Jesse Bates. The vibes are immaculate here in Carolina in year 3. Let's jump into our playoff game. And our playoff game is up against the Chicago Bears. And here come your hometown team of the Carolina Panthers. Are the boys finally ready to move on in the playoffs to round 2 and maybe win a Super Bowl here in year 3? It is very possible, but this will be the last time we ever jump into the wild card round if we happen to go more seasons and we don't win the Super Bowl here. That's Deontay Johnson with the grab. I mean, this team is loaded on offense with Olave, Kenneth Walker, career year, Josh Allen. Did I say Chris Olave? I forget. We have a lot of players here. So Josh Allen going to motion out Kenneth Walker. I want to see some offensive production. That is Walker catching it out of the backfield pretty much up to the 50. We haven't seen a great drive to start a game yet until right now because we are in the red zone. It is 1st and 10 from the 19. There's Kenneth Walker, who might be offensive player of the year. He gets down to the 5-yard line. I think 1,500 yards and 23 touchdowns would get you offensive player of the year. We will have to wait and find out after the Super Bowl. Hopefully we're playing it. Hopefully we win it. We get all the awards that come with it. Josh Allen rolling out, firing, touchdown, Carolina Panthers. What a drive to start off a playoff game. Well, we won a close one because we were up 24-7. The Bears made it 24-21. We didn't really need to jump in, but the Carolina Panthers are now moving on to the next round. And that playoff game is a trip on the road to Lambeau Field to take on the NFC North champion Green Bay Packers. And we are going to jump in live into this game towards the end. We are under 2 minutes to go in this game. It's 21-14 Panthers. If we can stop Jordan Love and the Packers from getting in the end zone, as Jordan Love is going to run for like 30 yards, that's ridiculous. We are going to move on to the NFC Championship. But if we can't stop them, we might have overtime or a chance to win it if we have time left on the clock. But hopefully the defense can make a play. But that's going to be Jaden Reed, who's going to take that pretty much to 1st and 10 at the 11. So on a gotta have it money drive, Jordan Love is looking excellent. Defense is not playing great. Derek Brown almost with the sack. Jordan Love going to take off and run. And just dove into the end zone for one of the best drives I've ever seen. Luckily, though, that gives this offense a lot of time. 1:17 and 3 timeouts just to get a field goal to win. Josh Allen has all day to throw, connects with Chris Olave, and Olave turns on the burners. A one-play 70-yard strike for the touchdown and take the lead right back. So we got a 3rd and 6 here. 37 seconds. They got to go 55 yards with no timeouts. We got a sack. That would be so huge. Derek Brown looking to get loose. Jadeveon Clowney too. That one's Christian Watson. What a throw by Jordan Love. And did he get out of bounds? I think he got out. Yes, he did. So 16 seconds left. 4th and 10. I mean, they got to get out of bounds and get the first down if they want a chance. Jordan Love. That one's incomplete. We take over and head to the NFC Championship. And in the NFC Championship, we are on the road once again. This time, though, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the crew. And I'm hoping we're moving on as we start this game up 7-0. They get a safety, though, make it 9-7 Eagles. We're going to live super sim this game at 17-9 going into the second half. Come on. 17-17. We take the lead by 7. Give us an insurance score. It's a tie game. We go 31-24. Where are the Eagles right now? They have the ball at our 11. If we stop them, this is another game that's going to come down to the wire. We are moving on to the Super Bowl. Come on, stop Jalen Hurts. Stop Jalen Hurts. Stop him from getting in the end zone. Hurts gonna fire to the tight end, who's just stepped out of bounds. Luckily, that was a touchdown. Looks like all the pieces are still here in Philadelphia. Barkley, Smith, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts gonna run. Don't let him score. He gets in. Touchdown. We got a tied NFC Championship. Well, nothing happened really after that Eagles touchdown. Nobody scored, which means we are headed to overtime. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, middle of the field right now. And I don't get to even select the toss. The CPU is going to do that. Panthers have won the toss. Now, playoff overtime rules in effect. So even if we receive and score the touchdown, the Eagles still have a chance to score and match it. So honestly, we should have played defense first. I don't know why they took the ball. 3rd and 5 at the 39 of the Eagles. We're in field goal range. So you can't take a sack here, Josh. Obviously, we want the first. We want a touchdown. But you cannot take a sack, Josh Allen. You cannot take a sack here. He's got all day to throw, and he's taken down. I thought he had time. All of a sudden, he gets sacked. Can they kick the 3? They're going to punt. So if the Eagles get any score, we lose. Panthers have a chance, though, to make a big play here on 3rd and 7 and get the ball back for Josh Allen. But Jalen Hurts has a lot of time to throw. He's going to try to run. Nobody's there to take him out. Jalen Hurts basically just ran his team. I don't know what just happened there. Basically just ran his team to field goal range. That's crazy. The pocket was collapsing. Jalen Hurts gets out of it, runs for like 25, 30 yards. And now they're into Panthers territory. And now to Devontae Smith is going to get them well into field goal range. This is it right here. This kick will send the Eagles to the Super Bowl and send us home in the NFC Championship. And it's down the middle. Eagles win. So now in year 4, we get to spin once again. Which player are we going to take for our 4th year? We're going to take a player from the Minnesota Vikings. And we just got the best wide receiver in the game. Welcome Justin Jefferson to Carolina. So here is our year 4 offense and our year 4 defense. And we finished year 4 as the best team in the NFC with the 14-3 record. Josh Allen, almost 4,000 yards passing, 34 touchdowns, and 6 picks. Our receivers, though, I don't know why their numbers are so bad. 890 yards for Jefferson, 876 for Olave. And since we're the number 1 seed, I'm going to skip to the Super Bowl and see if we're playing in it. And I actually forgot to add a player for our playoff run, and we still made the Super Bowl, so I'm going to add them to the team just for the Super Bowl, and we're going to take a player from the Titans. And taking a look at the Titans, now we have auto-generated players in the league. A 22-year-old, 96 overall Jawan Forbes X Factor. You're joining the Vikings. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. I don't even know what Super Bowl year this is. What is it? Super Bowl? It should be like 62 in year 4. Josh Allen and the Carolina Panthers are here to take on the Baltimore Ravens, who I imagine Lamar Jackson, yes, there he is still their starting QB. Opening drive of the Super Bowl. You got to make a statement. Kenneth Walker on the ground. That's a big statement first play. 25 or 20 yards rather to the 50. And then we're quickly to the red zone at the 20-yard line. You got Justin Jefferson wearing the number 80, but we go to Chris Olave. Quick strike touchdown to start off the Super Bowl. Show us the Lombardi. It's 7-7. Ravens take the lead 10-7. Can we get the lead back? We do. 14-10. Take a 2-possession lead. 21-10. 21-17. Ravens just took the lead. Ravens up by 6. We can't seem to stop them. It's 28-30. We have the ball. 3.5 to go. I mean, we could run out this clock and kick a game-winning field goal. That's what I would try to do at this point. Josh, what are you doing? 2nd and 5. You're going to run, and you're going to get the first. You don't want to play it super conservative in case you can't run out the clock to win it. But I don't know. You got to run it a few times to see if you can run out this clock. But Josh is going to throw. Josh Allen over the middle. Completion. Olave fumbled, but he picked it back up. That might have just saved the Super Bowl. That's crazy. Olave fumbled, but recovered it himself. And Kenneth Walker going to get the touchdown, so the Ravens need 6 to win. And it may end right here as it's 4th and 2. Super Bowl on the line. Now, they have 3 timeouts, so it's not technically over if they don't get it, but it would be big. Derek Brown, they swarm tackle, and the Ravens are stopped on 4th down. The Panthers take over. And if we get a first down, this game is done. We get a first down. The Panthers, in 4 years, have claimed a Super Bowl trophy for the first time in franchise history. All it took was like, what, 10 NFL superstars? I don't even remember how many we added to the team at this point. Probably not 10, more like 7 or 8. But the Carolina Panthers are Super Bowl champions. Enjoy it, Panthers fans. Roger Goodell on the podium to present us with our Lombardi Trophy as the Carolina Panthers have won Super Bowl 62. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.